So we have the Moto X featuring the Marshmallow update. The lock screen, for example, the Marshmallow screen is almost identical to Lollipop's, complete with expandable notifications and app shortcuts. But where Lollipop had shortcuts in the bottom corners that do you to the camera and dialer, Marshmallow replaces the dialer shortcut with one of Google's voice search. This small update is the first clue as to just how integral voice commands are to Marshmallow. Voice search has completely new look too. 4 colored dots float, becoming a waveform and then rotate as your voice request is picked up, then processed. The response rate varies depending on the complexity of the search terms and your internet speed. Home screen. The same voice command functionality appears on the home screen via Google's dedicated search bar, complete with the colorful post-alphabet Google logo. The home screen itself is essentially the same as it was in the Lollipop. Google Now, assuming you have signed up for it, returns to the dedicated position to the immediate left of the default home screen. The app drawer. The app drawer in Marshmallow went through a couple of changes during the developer preview process and appears in the final version as a vertically scrolling list as opposed to the paginated horizontal list from Lollipop. You can scroll to the list or use a new scrubber bar on the right to jump to a particular letter of the alphabet. An endless vertical line means it's easy to swipe right to the end of your app list, certainly more so than swiping through multiple cards in Lollipop. Productive apps based on the time of the day, frequency and so on appear in a special area at the top of the app drawer, and you also have the added bonus of dedicated app search bar that's accessible via the keyboard or voice, as well as the scrubber bar. Notifications and quick settings. As with the Lollipop, Marshmallow has a two-part notification or a quick settings area. A single swipe down from the top of the home screen will pull down the notifications shade where your expandable notifications live. A second swipe down on this screen or a two-finger swipe down from the home screen will take you to the quick settings panel. The notification area displays app notifications which can be expanded or tapped to launch the full app. The quick settings area displays your screen brightness slider as well as toggles for your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mobile data, etc. As with Lollipop, these features can either be toggled on/off with a tap or accessed further through a quick settings mini menu or the relevant area of the full settings menu. The System UI Tuner. Once enabled, System UI Tuner will appear in the settings menu at the very bottom. It provides a few simple tweaks, including adding a battery percentage indicator to your battery icon, a customizable quick settings area where toggles can be rearranged or removed and new ones added, and a menu for displaying which icons are displayed in your status bar. You will never have to suffer a cluttered status bar with NFC, Bluetooth and alarms icons again. Animations and Easter egg. Animations and transitions make up a larger part of Marshmallow than they did in the Lollipop. Transitions between apps, pages, settings are quite often accompanied by animations, as is toggling features on and off within the various settings and menus. It's relatively minor stuff, but it all adds to the polished feeling of the Marshmallow. The main special highlight is the Google integration. The Google Now on Tap is perhaps the biggest deal of all in Android Marshmallow. Google Now on Tap basically shortcuts the need to search for additional contextual information and delivers it at any turn. Long pressing the home button now activates Google Now on Tap, replacing old gestures for Google Now from any screen. Voice API and Assist API. Marshmallow also introduces a new voice API to Android. As mentioned earlier, voice search and voice commands are central to Marshmallow, even more so than they were in the previous iterations of Google's operating system. This allows third-party apps to access Google's voice functionality in ways they couldn't before. You could tell Google to open other apps, but other apps couldn't talk back. Now they can. Now the Google Settings app. As mentioned above, Google Settings are now a dedicated part of Settings menu. Here is where you will be finding privacy information, account preferences and more for your Google accounts. It's also where you can manage your OK Google hot word detection and always listening mode. Do's. Now Do's is, after Google Now on Tap, perhaps the biggest thing in Marshmallow. Do's is an intelligent battery management feature that recognizes when your device is not in use, like when it has been lying on a bedside table for a while and enters hibernation. It's more complicated than that, of course, but the battery savings are phenomenal. Where other devices lose an average of 15 to 25% of battery life overnight, Marshmallow can take down to that 3 to 5%. Now that is something. And the biggest thing, the future, the Type-C and reverse charging. Marshmallow also supports the new standard USB Type-C cables which are reversible, so you don't have to worry about fumbling around with charging cable in the dark. They also support faster data transfer and charging speeds. Last but not the least, the micro SD support, which is the adaptable storage devices. The battle to accept micro SD card has been one of the most interesting in Android history. Expandable storage used to be the mainstay of Android devices, but then Google decided it was bad for security and removed support for it in Android KitKat. Developers fought back and partial support was added in Lollipop. With the arrival of Marshmallow, we are finally looking at full-fledged support for microSD expansion in Android devices. Under Marshmallow, microSD cards can be formatted to a specific device, meaning they will be unusable elsewhere and treated as another part of internal storage by the Android system. So this was the review of the Marshmallow 6.0 on the Moto X. I hope you like it. If you've got any questions, please feel free to put down your comments below. I would be happy to help you out. For then, stay tuned to our channel. Do not forget to subscribe. Thank you for now.